Blekinge is one of Sweden's smallest provinces. From east to west, the county is 100 kilometers wide, and it stretches 30 to 40 kilometers from north to south. It has a very varied and rich landscape that is home to many different types of nature. In the southeastern corner of the mainland lies one of Blekinge's 100 nature reserves, Torhamns Cape. The flat cape with its graced beach meadows is known for its rich bird life. The archipelago south of the Torhamns locality is surrounded by shallows and consists of a great many low, flat islands. People have lived and worked here for thousands of years. Today, however, most houses are only used in the summer. In the far reaches of Sweden's southeastern corner lies Utklippan, a last bastion with a lighthouse, hostel and marina. Utklippan is home to an ever-growing seal population, mostly grey seals, but you might also see harbour seals. The archipelago around Karlskrona has been characterized by military activity since the town was founded in the 1600s. Large areas have been closed off, but today the archipelago is once more open to anyone wishing to enjoy it. Blekinge's islands are the southernmost archipelago of the Baltic Sea. In 2011, the archipelago and the entire coastal region covered by the municipalities of Karlskrona, Ronneby and Karlshamn are approved and recognized as biosphere reserves by UNESCO. The biosphere reserve has been named Blekinge Archipelago. In the area where the municipalities of Ronneby and Karlskrona meet, we have one of the landscape's most untouched sections of archipelago. Here you will find great old beech and oak forests that stretch out to meet the sea. These are deciduous coastal forests, a type of natural environment unique to Sweden and even Europe. The area hosts a number of nature reserves which should not be missed. Tromtö with its wonderful forest and beach walks. Almö with easily accessible coves and pastures to roam. Listerby Archipelago, home to a number of very beautiful and graced islands. In Ronneby lies the county's only cultural reserve, Ronneby Brunnspark. The old spa resort has a 300-year history and for a long time it was Sweden's most distinguished and visited health resort. Adjacent to the park area, we find Brunnskogen, an old, beautiful forest area with great natural value that offers a wealth of excursions. Following the river Ronneby out to the sea, Karön is the first island we come across. The buildings on Karön date back to the spa era of the 1800s. Even today, the island is an attractive destination and can be reached by ferry. Blekinge has a great many islands. They have formed a rift valley stretching from Småland in the north all the way down to the southern coast. Bräkneån is one of the purest of the county's islands and the least affected by industry. It also has the richest variety of species. Along Bräkneån, we find a number of wet meadows. Wet meadows are low open areas by a river that will be flooded periodically, and primarily in the spring. It is a lush and green area with a great variety of both plants and animals. The further north, towards the border with Småland, the poorer the soil becomes and the stonier the ground. There is very little arable land, and the pine forest is expanding. The northern forest regions have always been sparsely populated. Eriksberg Wildlife Sanctuary is Northern Europe's largest enclosure. Here you can take your own car on a safari and look at deer, mufflon, wild boar and European bison. There are close to 1,000 lakes in Blekinge. Some of them lie within the nature reserve of Långasjönäs, just north of Karlshamn. It is a developed open-air recreation area with walking trails, shelters, camping areas, cottage rental, bathing sites and fishing opportunities. Blekinge's largest lake, Halen, is found in Olofström. This popular recreation area includes a canoe route system that stretches across several lakes. The Mörrumsån River is the largest and best known in the county. It is one of the only rivers in södra Östersjön where salmon still migrate upstream to spawn. Several sections of Mörrumsån are protected as nature reserves. Along the length of the river, there is a wealth of exciting walks and cycle routes to explore. In the far west of Blekinge lies Sölvesborg municipality and Listerlandet. Here we are met by a flat and fertile agricultural landscape reminiscent of the Scanian plains. Outside of Listerlandet lies the island of Hemsjö. The island has some 20 or so residents and ferries run here daily. Hemsjö has a very rich and diverse nature. A high mountain ridge with a lighthouse at the very peak, grassy heaths grazed by wild fallow deer, and one of Sweden's largest hornbeam forests. Hemsjö is a real gem among Blekinge's islands.